This is hypnotic authenticity. This is a space for inner clarity, where hypnosis meets self-inquiry, where the stories that you carry can become gentle invitations for change. We're going to explore identity, emotional harmony, and authentic living through subtle, mindful approaches and a really, really good sprinkling of hypnosis. So take a slow, deep breath and let's begin.
I'm going to do a follow-up to a video I did of why it is that I care so passionately about hypnosis. I gave you, hopefully, a tremendous experience where we basically amplify an emotion and then got you stuck in your chair. But a few went, I don't get it, right? It didn't work for me. And so I wanted to address it didn't work for me, because hypnosis is not an it. Hypnosis is an I. It's a choice, okay? I don't know who you are. How could I possibly be, transmitting my energetic power towards you and commanding your body to stick inside the chair? That's not how it works at all. What works is you imagine something, you think something, you feel it viscerally, and your body responds. And at that moment, you become tremendously suggestible. Okay, so basically, the crux of what I was saying is that your parents are your strongest hypnotist. So anyway, if you didn't like the stuck in your chair, or if it brought about a sense of, oh, I don't want to be stuck in my chair, and so you deliberately kind of went, no, 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 I'll try something equally profound, but you might find it works in a different way. Different people will respond in different ways, and they're all correct. Okay, so we'll do it again. Okay, so again, please. This is a hypnotic induction. Do not continue to watch the video or listen to my words whilst driving or whilst operating machinery. Only do so when it is completely and absolutely safe and appropriate. Having said that, okay, what I will suggest to you, and much like before, just bring a sense of curiosity, a sense of adventure, a sense of, I wonder how far I could go with this, okay? Maybe you can even lead yourself down to the point of, I want to experience trance. I want to experience a physical phenomena that will conclude to me, beyond reasonable doubt, that something's going on that seems a bit weird. Okay, how's that? But that you're doing it for your greater good, okay? Because there is a point to me doing this. So with that in mind, if you are willing, happy, eager to experience something, whether you're sat down or whether you're laying down or even perhaps you're standing up, it doesn't matter. If there are thoughts running through your mind, just kind of let them go, bring a sense of open-minded curiosity. And what I would do is invite you now to join me in my trance. And the way that we'll do that, I'm going to invite you now to just close your eyes and think of the person who's most dear to you on the whole planet. Think of the person who's most dear to you on the whole planet. And I want you to really, really enjoy this, okay? So if it's more than one person, let it be more than one person, but really, really focus upon them, okay? I want you to feel what you feel. I want you to feel the love that you feel when you consider that individual. See their face, see their eyes, see them smiling, hear their voice, hear their laughter. And whilst you're there with your eyes closed, feeling what you're feeling, listening to my voice, notice that your eyelids are clamped shut. Notice that your eyelids are so heavy that they simply won't work. When you realize that they won't work, I want you to try to open them and find that they will not work, okay? And again, is this hypnosis? What on earth is this? But try harder and find the more that you try to stretch those eyelids open that they simply won't open. But now, because that's a complete nonsense, it's a complete absurdity, I'll just click my fingers and then they'll come back to normal, okay? There we go, click my fingers. Now you could just open your eyelids as if it were never any other. Why? Because of course you're in control of your eyelids. What's going on? What is going on? The point is, when you feel an emotional jump, something hits you, a shock, you become unbelievably suggestible in that moment. That's why it's so important that doctors, ambulance workers consider their words incredibly carefully, because when someone is there and they are in an emotional heightened state, every word is critical. It's critical to the way that you consider your future. So the point is with that, all the things that we believe are us, all the stories we tell ourselves, all the constraints we put on ourselves, all the fixed ideas that chain us to what we consider to be our capabilities, our fears, our rights, our wrongs, our skills, our weaknesses, all that is complete nonsense. It's all nonsense. Now, obviously, some things like your physical capabilities, there is a limit to how far you can go. But the point to which you are limiting yourself through the stories in your mind, and therefore the things that you are attempting, the things that you think are right for you, that feel like you, that are what you like, all that stuff was created by a kid. You. The majority of it was created before you were even 7 years old. And would you knowingly, deliberately hand over today to a 7-year-old child? But this is where all the ideas that are in your subconscious came from. And the reason why I'm so fantastically passionate about hypnosis is that it's just the most tremendous way. It's the only way I've experienced to access those subconscious ideas, to review those subconscious ideas, to shift your perceptions around them, to change them to something else, to take advantage of neuroplasticity, to re-establish a different, better, more helpful habit, more helpful story. Because all of that has been driven by your imagination. So can you imagine what it would feel like if that were different? I've only got one question for you. The question is, what would it take for you to love yourself enough to try something different and build a different life, which is more in alignment with your truth, with your values, with your goals, notwithstanding that even all of that is open to question? Through something as simple as exaggerating your emotions and then considering what it is to be you, all of that can be hardwired. Now, it takes a while to change habits, okay? Habits don't turn over instantaneously, but the choice, that's instantaneous. The decision, the understanding, the aha moment, this is nonsense. I understand where this came from, and that is irrelevant to me in this moment. I am now an adult. I have choices. I have wisdom. I have other things that I can think about. My conscious, critical, judgmental mind knows this to be nonsense, and I am now engaging my subconscious to rearrange the bits that have been habituated in a way which made sense at the time, but which, with the fullness of time, turns out to be nonsensical. Yeah. Voila! I hope that's of interest. Yeah, it's just another way of doing it. You can do it by sticking your tongue to the roof of your mouth so that suddenly you can't see your name. You can do it by opening your eyes and seeing things that aren't really there, or not seeing things that are there. There's a thousand different ways, but the point is you're doing this with the power of suggestion from your personal choice, that for a moment you're going to suspend your disbelief and consider that something else could potentially be true. And that can go on forever, right? Like you can end up powering forward like a steam train with a belief like that, because suddenly everything is changing, everything is within the opportunity field, everything is out there, and your limits are, well, let's call them less rigid. Yeah, I want to say boundless, but we do have a physical body which is aging, and so on and so forth. Yeah, but They're far, far wider than we think they are. Let's put it like that. All right. Thanks for watching. If that's of interest, check out the others. All right. Take care. Bye.
Thank you for listening. If it supported you in some way or helped you to question your inner experience, then follow the show. Personally, I would be really grateful if you might also leave a quick rating. It makes a huge difference in terms of discoverability so that other people who might benefit can find the podcast. If you prefer a visual element, check out Authentic Life Hypnosis on YouTube. And if you're looking for deeper work beyond one-way audio yourself, you're very welcome to reach out. Equally, if you have any questions, I'm here to help. Until next time,